my business doubled in the second and third years. It doubled and has doubled almost every year for the first 5 years. And at that point, it just became too big for me to even believe it was possible. So, but I had to follow the model. That was for sure. So my name is Mark Wiley, and I am in the Baltimore metropolitan area. And I've been a business owner for a little over 9 years. My mom passed away suddenly, and a few other things happened. And one of the final things she said was, "Have you ever thought about starting your own business?" So I decided to pursue the independent business option, and I decided a franchise model would help me. Sort of, if I followed the recipe, it would be a better chance of success than not. The options that Melissa presented to me were really taking the best use of my skill sets. And I got to say, when they were presented to me, I was a little surprised. They were not what I expected, but I was open. And I went through the discovery process. There were a number of challenges that I knew, but when there're just some things that happened in my life that were pretty hard to say were just coincidences, that really felt like it was the right fit for me to go to Budget Blinds. One of which is I went out and met one of the founders, and they were very welcoming, and there was no pressure. It was, "Hey, whatever you do, we just want you to be successful in your life." I remember 6 months into it, I had just a really, really weak sales month. And I remember the conversation that I had with Melissa, which was, "Are you doing what they told you?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And she said, "Well, if you don't follow what they tell you to do, you're doing it your way, then you're going to get your results. But if you follow Budget's way and you follow what your coaches are telling you to do, you have a better chance." And I thought, well, what's it going to take the business to the next level? And part of that was releasing control, not doing things my way, because I had built my baby and the baby was growing and it was getting too big for me to carry, where I didn't feel comfortable with things. And I pushed back. Melissa was able to take it, and she was able to redirect me or probe into what didn't feel right about the experience. I really did stick my head down and just said, "This doesn't sound like a good idea, but I'm going to go ahead and do it." And that included things like putting door hangers on people's doors. It included knocking on doors, which I didn't do. I was a commercial corporate guy. Now where we are, my wife has joined our business full time for the past 5 years. We have a little storefront. We have 3 territories, which expanded from just one. And we've got 7 people that work for us. Has been a joy. One of the best things that ever happened to me in my life was just really doing this.